Will Brazil return more dangerous than ever? All eyes on Ancelotti's master plan. Every time Brazil crashes out of a major tournament, one question echoes across the footballing world. Is this the end of their dominance? And yet, every single time, another phrase comes roaring back louder than ever. Brazil will return stronger, more dangerous, more united. For passionate Brazil fans, this isn't just hope, it's belief. But for Brazil's critics and rivals, it's just another meme-worthy statement to mock and troll. So, let's ask the hard question today. Is there truth to this bold prediction? Can Brazil truly rise again, not just as contenders, but as the unstoppable force they were always meant to be? To answer that, we must understand what went wrong. Was it a lack of talent? Absolutely not. Even Brazil's harshest critics agree. When it comes to raw talent, Brazil is second to none. The nation continues to produce world-class players year after year. From the favelas of Rio to the academies of Sao Paulo, football flows through Brazilian veins like blood. Then what was the problem? It was unity. It was structure. It was leadership. Brazil's greatest weakness over the last decade has been their inability to translate individual brilliance into team dominance. They had the players, they had them in abundance. In fact, during the last World Cup, Brazil had such depth in their squad that their bench looked stronger than many nations' starting lineups. And yet, they failed. Knocked out. Empty-handed. Why? Because no one was able to take these scattered stars and weave them into a single constellation. No coach, no system, no chemistry could bring the best out of 11 superstars playing as one. But now, Brazil believes they have found the answer. They brought in a true footballing maestro, Don Carlo Ancelotti. Yes, the same Carlo Ancelotti who has conquered Europe with the biggest clubs in the world. The same coach who has led icons like Kaká, Ronaldo Nazario, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, and countless others. A man who has stood at the helm of Real Madrid, AC Milan, PSG, Chelsea, and Bayern Munich, and won league titles and Champions Leagues with all of them. Ancelotti isn't just a coach. He's a manager of egos, a unifier of stars, and a tactician with an unmatched ability to get the best out of his players. He doesn't force a system on talent. He builds a system around talent. And that's exactly what Brazil needed. This is the beginning of something new. The first major problem, lack of proper leadership, is now solved. Brazil finally has a man capable of aligning stars, balancing egos, and building a squad that believes in collective glory, not just individual brilliance. But there's another factor, one every championship team needs, a central figure, a talisman, a true leader on the pitch. In 2022, we saw it with Argentina. Lionel Messi wasn't just their best player, he was their emotional anchor. The team fought for him. The system was built around him. Everything aligned behind one mission, win it for Messi. So, who is Brazil's main man? It's Neymar. Yes, we know what you're thinking. Isn't Neymar past his prime? Maybe, but he's not done. Not even close. When fit, Neymar is still one of the most dangerous playmakers in world football. And recently, we've seen signs that the old Neymar might just be coming back. For the first time in 2 years, Neymar played 5 consecutive full 90-minute matches. He scored. He assisted. He dictated the tempo. And more importantly, he looked happy on the pitch again. This isn't a fading star. This is a rejuvenated one. And Brazil needs this Neymar. A fully fit Neymar, under the calm guidance of Ancelotti, can be the emotional and tactical spine of the squad. He doesn't need to do it alone. In fact, he won't. But he can lead this generation into battle and into glory. And he'll be surrounded by an army of young and hungry warriors. Vinícius Jr, the lightning-fast winger who terrorizes La Liga defenses week after week. Rodrygo, the silent assassin who delivers on the biggest stages. Rafinha, the tireless runner with a knack for crucial goals. And 2 future stars knocking at the door, Estevão and Joao Pedro. They represent Brazil's next golden era, already being forged in fire. Behind them, there's the wall, Alisson Becker, Brazil's trusted guardian between the sticks. A man who wears the yellow jersey like armor and bleeds for the badge. A man who never wants to see Brazil lose. ever. This team is not just a collection of superstars. It's a fusion of old and new, of wisdom and wild energy. And now, they have the architect who knows how to draw the perfect blueprint, Carlo Ancelotti. Let's not forget the weight Brazil carries. This is not a nation used to droughts. Since winning the FIFA Confederations Cup in 2013 and their last major trophy under Tite in 2019, Brazil has gone 6 years without lifting silverware. In a modern game, that may not sound too long. Many top nations have gone through longer dry spells. But for Brazil, that's an eternity. Because Brazil is no ordinary footballing nation. They're the footballing nation. 5-time world champions. The benchmark of beauty and brilliance in football. When Brazil doesn't win, the world notices. The pressure builds. And the question grows louder. When will Brazil rise again? The answer? Soon. Very soon. Under Ancelotti, Brazil doesn't just want to return. They want to dominate. They want to bring fear back to the name Seleção. They want their opponents to tremble not just because of talent, but because of cohesion, of unity, of ruthlessness. And they just might do it because now they have the ingredients. They have the coach. They have the leader in Neymar. They have the young flames ready to set the world alight. They have the veterans who know what it means to carry the weight of the shirt. And most importantly, they have belief. So, to the world watching and waiting, mocking and doubting, this is your final warning. Brazil isn't just coming back. They're coming back dangerous.